Hi, this is Emraan Hashmi.
Hello, this is me, Humaima Malick.
And you're watching us on
Bollywood Hungama.
रिस्क और अपॉर्चुनिटी के बीच ही में चांस मिलता है और जो इस चांस के साथ रोमांस करता है वही असली राजा कहलाता है. वेल दैट इज अ पंची लाइन फ्रॉम इमरान हाशमी एंड I think patent for his fans who are waiting for the single screen dhamaka from him. First of all, Emraan and Humaima, huge pleasure to have you guys back on Bollywood Hungama. You for the first time, and so this is your ode to your fans who are eagerly waiting for your blockbuster cinema that they've been missing out on for some time.
I mean, it's been a while. It's been a year for my last release, but I think it's been even more than that for the traditional, the commercial mainstream audience to enjoy a mainstream commercial film. And the last one was Raz. The other ones were like experimental films.
Right, Raz 3D.
Yes, but this is coming back to the basics. This is coming back and giving them all the masala that they have missed out for almost a year and a half. And we've put everything into this.
Coming back to the basic,
it's
actually.
It's going to satiate their appetite. It's going to give them the claps, the laughs, the the emotions, the drama.
Right.
So it's got all that.
And the music that is associated with Emraan Hashmi.
It's got
all right.
music.
Now, Humaima, you've done an outstanding job in Bol. That's how we know you in India. And now, what we see of you in the promo of Raja Natwarlal is absolutely diametrically opposite to what we've seen of you in Bol. So, people who have seen you in Bol so far in India, what sort of stuff are they looking for in Raja Natwarlal as far as you as an actress is concerned?
It's a totally different character. It's a totally different cinema that I'm working in right now. It's an Emraan Hashmi film. So the girl has to be really super sexy. She's dancing and she's romancing on screen with Mr. Hashmi. So of course it's something that is totally opposite from Zainab that I played in Bol, and they cannot expect the same from this one. Because this is a Bollywood film, that was a very different storyline. It was a film about women empowerment. This is a film about a con man, and who's conning left, right, center, everybody, and she's playing the love interest of him. So yeah, it's totally.
So have you seen Bol?
No, I'm not.
You haven't actually?
No, I'm going to see it. I will see it. Forgive me. I've not watched some of my own films.
Please tell.
I don't want to say it right now.
Because you have done some 30-40 films,
the
yeah.
Producer and directors will be upset. But no, I've heard great things. I mean, when the film, she signed to the film, and my family had seen her on screen, they'd seen her work.
Right.
They all had to say one thing, and that she's a fantastic actor, and that role that she essayed in that film was great. My first actually experience of seeing her was a bit different. I saw her on a small laptop in a screen test that was done in an office. We were looking out for a fantastic girl, someone who's fresh, vibrant, would bring out something in Zia's character. And I remember Kunal showed me her screen test. After screen testing almost, I know we went ballistic with 100, 200 girls. And I was like, man, she can act. And it was a spontaneous scene that she had to talk to the camera for a minute and a half or so. And it was pretty good.
I think you should see Bol, the sort of range that she has as a performer is outstanding. Okay, now I was seeing the other interview of yours, and you guys had a long time discussing about Emraan Hashmi, the serial kisser. I think you must be.
On that, man.
Huh?
I can
You can try to book on that. You can, people will be interested in behind the scenes videos as well.
Yes.
All right, and you're saying that after this film that you become so possessive of him that maybe I said that in the next movie.
See, you said it. Now you deal with this, man.
Oh my
God! So it'll be difficult for you to just see him kissing another actress or
Like
something.
any other girl on screen.
No, I
become
won't.
Possessive now.
No, I won't. Of course, yes. He's my hero. He's my
On
Raja.
record,
How
this is my
can?
first possessive heroine.
Co-star.
Yeah.
Right.
So now I might just have to leave kissing after this, man.
Oh my God, that is
I don't
a
know.
very.
Don't do this. Your
Bhatt
dukaan
Sahab will be
shut.
devastated actually. Bhatt Sahab
Hey,
will be
listen to me.
devastated.
I do more things than kiss. But yeah,
No,
that's true.
You do in fact, and definitely there's far more
But
to Emraan
isn't it
Hashmi.
something that he just said?
What?
That I might stop kissing on screen.
Right.
Yeah,
So are you happy about it?
I'm
ecstatic.
very
Can you see her face? Yeah,
I'm
she's
very
ecstatic.
shocked. Yeah.
Right.
Oh God. We'll
Okay.
see when the next
Yeah.
film happens.
Right.
Let's see how possessive.
So what was it about Emraan Hashmi that you felt that like?
It's nothing.
is
It's
it like,
nothing about
does he smell
Emraan
good? What exactly?
No,
is it?
no. What do you mean? What sort of a details that you're going
No,
in?
basically,
No,
when
no.
you're talking about kissing, I'm sure that the breath
okay,
must be
I
involved,
have
isn't
said
it?
it out of
Yeah.
fun.
Brush my teeth 5 times a day.
Okay, do
Okay,
it.
alright,
Okay.
sorry.
It's
Go
a
ahead,
question to me.
yeah.
Right.
It's just a matter. Let's see the day my film gets released, and after that we can talk about this one. Abhi to I'm
What
very
one?
about this.
But
if
the
I would,
intimate details as
Yeah,
such that
yeah.
how does it feel that
Release.
the-
I think I think we should, if we tell you everything right now, you know, audience hall mein, you should enjoy that. I mean, we can't really get into the details of intimacy.
Right.
It's pretty explosive. So you gotta
Right.
watch that on screen.
The promo doesn't I think the theatrical stuff that you're capable of. I think there's only one dialogue when we're talking about Varda bit, and that we get to see your histrionics as such. Is there more to it in the movie as such?
Of course there is, but it's see, I'm not thinking about this in such a way. Bol was about this girl. The whole film that I took, places, and I was the main character in the film. With this film, it's a Emraan Hashmi film, right? People would want to see him. People will come to the theaters to watch him, right? People know him already. He's a star in his country, and I think कि जब वो मुझे देखेंगे तो उनको पता चलेगा कि whatever the amount of scenes that I've got, whatever the scale of the performance that I've got, I've done it quite well. That's what I believe.
Okay, now you are hugely popular in Pakistan as such.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. And if your movie is not releasing in Pakistan, people tend to just literally clamor for it. So looking forward to, I'm sure that this movie will be releasing in Pakistan?
It will be, yes.
It will be.
I mean, I went to Lahore for 4 years back, and that was for Jannat 1.
Right.
And yes, it was quite an experience. The experience of going to Pakistan and meeting people there and meeting my fans there. I wasn't expecting anything. I didn't know what to expect, but people there love Bollywood films. They just love them. Yes, this film will release there. Will get released there, like everywhere else.
Okay, now when we see KK's character and he's talking about that one passion is cricket, suddenly you're reminded of Jannat because the director and the actor, both of them are
Yes.
same as such. So is it like a
You see,
correct analogy?
the first Jannat had cricket, and it was a major portion of the film. It was a subplot, but there was more to it, and it had a huge chunk of cricket and match fixing.
Ji.
In this, it is a very small part of the subplot. The film essentially is about a small-time Jarsobis, a small-time scamster, who, for this girl, for money, which eventually first is about money. Eventually, there is an incident in the film which completely transforms this immature boy into a man, and for the first time, he wants to own up. And he wants to take revenge. He wants to avenge something.
Ji.
And he wants to take revenge from this guy who is this big villain, who is this extremely dangerous guy, who's respectable in society, but at the same time he's very, very rich. He's got a lot of power. And how a man from the street tries to bring this man down. It's a story of David versus Goliath. And cricket is a small aspect because they find a chink in his armor.
Ji.
And that chink in his armor is that he loves cricket, and he's obsessed with cricket, and that's that one thing they pick up. Like in Paresh's dialogue, he says that "Ye hai hook," so that's the hook, and that's about it. But essentially, the film is not about that. It's about a lot more. So yeah, I know people are going down the road saying this is Jannat 3.
Yeah, I was coming to that.
I know
actually.
that. I know
was
that.
coming to that.
I know.
It could,
There was-
might as well have been
Yeah,
Jannat
but
3.
it's very weird how people pick up one dialogue of cricket and say that.
No, but from
it's a promo.
this
Yeah,
context,
so-
that even Jannat and Jannat 2, the guy was a con guy, and
Yeah,
somehow-
he is. I mean, for that matter, 90% of my films I'm playing devious characters in grey shades.
Right.
They're not always sequels of each other.
Right.
Yeah, he's again a character who is good at heart. You can say he's a Robin Hood. He's a Robin Hood of scamsters. He takes the money, but it's thrown on. He gives it to his friends. He gives it to his girl, and he just needs love and fresh air to survive. And how his life kind of suddenly changes post that. So yeah, he's a good-hearted guy, but also grey shades because obviously if he's doing things with scams and cons, it becomes unethical. But there's a redemption to the character.
As you all know, Pakistanis, they're huge on Bollywood, and I think Indian actresses and actors, for that matter, they are hugely followed over there as such. Now you're playing what some would say as in a way a typical glamorous Bollywood actress as such. We're seeing the entire clothes and the glamorous scenes that we've seen in the promo so far. Is it something you were looking forward to as such? Because you're coming from a different stream of thought altogether. Is it something that you enjoyed as such?
For the future work, that's what you're
Not for the
trying to
future work. In terms of, like, say, the clothes that you're wearing right now, and it's.
I never
certain-
thought of this way. I never thought that I would be able to carry these clothes and dance in front of the camera, and do an item number or do romantic songs along with Emraan Hashmi. I never even thought that I would be able to do a film with Emraan Hashmi ever.
It was a dream that you had.
Oh yeah, मैंने ख्वाब देखा था.
She had a dream about
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
But she was killing me.
Yeah. No, it's not like
Because
this.
he was
It's
kissing other
No,
women as
she,
such.
she
Man,
didn't
like she is really possessive
No,
about
she's
you.
like- but she
Why are you coming on this again and again?
she didn't like my films for the first 7 years.
Right.
Shanghai for her was an eye opener.
Yeah.
And she hated
After
me.
Shanghai and after Dirty Picture bhi 2-3 scenes that I really liked him.
Right.
And
What
I
else
was
did you like the other scenes?
I like the when you go to her house and when she opens the door and when you say ke, you sit with her and watch her pictures throughout the night and you guys
Basically, she
drink
doesn't like
together.
you.
She doesn't like me.
Like
basically.
you
So I
or
was-
kissing other women.
But then
as-
again, she's
No,
that's
like
which
I-
is extremely
She doesn't want to, yeah.
confusing and
Oh
confusing.
yeah, all right, okay,
Right,
guys.
right,
So
right.
yeah,
There's more to
Go
it.
ahead,
as such.
go ahead.
There seems to be more to
Yeah,
it.
there
Okay.
seems to be more, but we will not tell you.
But there are many women who think about Emraan Hashmi in the similar way. They have a lot of
dreams
dreams.
about
are these?
She had a dream about me. You want
Are
to ask
there?
her a dream about me?
Have dreams about Emraan Hashmi, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's
Be
what I'm-
elaborate about the dream.
Yeah, I've seen some junior artists coming on our shoot and staring at him and trying
Men?
to.
Men staring at him?
No, junior
Emraan,
artists.
what is this?
girls.
Yeah,
Completely different zone.
This is something that we never knew.
This is completely different. She's ducking the question. We're asking her what the dream was, but she's talking about, I don't know.
I don't see ganda dreams यार. मैं गंदे ख्वाब नहीं देखती.
इमरान हाशमी ख्वाब में तो गंदा ख्वाब ही हो गया ना.
किसिंग में गंदगी क्या है? बहुत खूबसूरत हो सकती है किसिंग भी.
But मैं क्या
Survival.
करूँ? मैंने
जी.
कभी ऐसा ख्वाब देखा नहीं जिसमें इमरान हाशमी मुझे किस कर रहे हो. मैं I
What were they
cannot
doing in your
help it
dream?
now. Nothing, just scaring me. And
Scaring you.
yeah.
I know how.
Okay.
Threatening to kiss
So yeah, but मुद्दे पे आते हैं. मैंने कभी सोचा नहीं था.
Right.
I've never thought. Emraan Hashmi has a huge fan following, and not even in his country. In my country, people follow him like anything.
Salman Khan and Emraan Hashmi. Two
That's
people.
two people only. Because of their names, people connect with them.
Talent तो है नहीं.
Yeah.
नाम की वजह से सब लोग follow करते हैं.
No, I'm
मुस्लिम नाम है
just giving you.
इसलिए
मुस्लिम नाम.
ये बहुत बड़ा
Yeah,
फैक्टर
लेकिन
होता
मुस्लिम नाम तो और भी
है.
बहुत
ये
हैं.
बहुत बड़ा फैक्टर होता है. people
अयूब
come to
खान
me,
भी है.
नहीं, बहुत सारे
कहना
लोग
नहीं
आते हैं.
चाहिए.
बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं. अयूब खान वो अच्छा. हाँ.
सलाम.
Yeah.
Nice
So-
music.
So बहुत सारे लोग आते हैं और वो कहते हैं वो इमरान हाशमी तो पाकिस्तान से था. इमरान हाशमी तो यहाँ पर रहता था. So people make
So,
weird
basically
stories,
मुझे,
right?
You are from Pakistan?
Basically,
No,
excuse me?
he's not. I'm just telling you, like people talk like this.
फायदा मुझे सरनेम का बहुत हुआ है.
हाँ.
एक्टिंग तो आती नहीं मुझे और किसिंग विसिंग थोड़ी कर लेता
Kissing का
उसके
है.
किसिंग और सरनेम को
गाने.
अच्छा एक और न्यूज़ हाँ. So I always thought that Emraan Hashmi is not that a good actor and he's not going to be so superbly fine and with his dialogues and everything.
Right.
So first meeting that we had was in his house and we went. I went with my director.
जी.
So I met him there.
हाँ जी.
And there I was holding my script और मैंने बुरे एक्टर्स की तरह स्क्रिप्ट पूरा पढ़ा ही नहीं था. लाइक मैंने वो लिया था स्टोरी नरेशन लिया था लेकिन खुद से नहीं पढ़ा था बैठ के पूरा. So I was like okay. So he knew each and every dialogue. He knew each and every scene. So I thought then and there I realized, oh my god, I need to be over prepared for him because if I'm working with an actor like him, I gotta know everything when I reach on the set beforehand, right?
And he's very punctual.
He's very punctual. He's very over prepared. He knows what is he going to do. He knows, and he had taught me one thing. I asked him that teach me something for my career, and he told me that Humaima, always remember what you're doing, like scene wise, where you're coming from, where you're going after this, and what you're doing right now. And I think this says it all because he told me in short to read the script, be prepared, know what you're doing, where you're going after the scene, and what you're carrying in your heart and in your mind while doing the scene.
Why is go crazy
Yeah.
right now?
So
कितनी तारीफ आपकी हो रही
I
है.
know, man.
Imran, it is surprising that inspired you said that कि मतलब डरावना ख्वाब आया होगा मेरे बारे में and all that kissing thing and everything. But the fact is we've I think never heard any link up stories of yours as such. I think for quite some time now.
For quite some time, I don't think ever.
Which is surprising.
Which is, you see that as being abnormal? Probably I have not had any link up. Or probably I'm really smart.
You maybe.
Yeah, it could be either one.
Right.
Either ways, I'm not telling you what the answer is.
The thing comes out in the media one way or the other.
Yes.
If there is something.
I've
there,
also
so there
heard
is-
some actors actually fabricate stuff.
To just
And
screen the
and
news.
they probably
That is true.
do that to look
stay in the
more as an attractive proposition.
It happens.
The whole
It
thing
happens.
of you know, both sides, men and women, actors and actresses,
Men and
both do
women,
it. They
absolutely.
kind of plant that news to look, you know, exciting, that they have exciting
Absolutely.
lives, and
Absolutely.
it's weird. It's absurd. But
Are you
word.
pointing
yeah,
out somebody?
Yeah, no,
Specific?
most of them.
Really?
I don't know. I can't give any names, but I stopped reading the tabloids long time ago.
You can make out actually which one is like a,
Yeah,
you know,
you come to know.
manufactured
Yeah,
one.
we got a
You
couple
can-
of names that popped up in our head right now, but we're not gonna.
We can't
Yes,
talk about it. We can't talk
If
about
it was
it.
a rapid fire round, then probably I could.
Okay, we've taken some questions from your fans. Srishti from Mumbai for Imran. How was your working experience with Humaima?
It was fantastic. I think from the first time when I saw her screen test, I had not seen her work. I'd heard about her, but it just surpassed what I was thinking of her as an actor. On something so basic and something that wasn't rehearsed, I think she was fantastic. And the character in the film is a character that adds a lot of substance to the story. But you need an actor to kind of rise above the script level and the dialogues and stuff that's written there to just add that special element to the film, because yes, it starts off with a romance. It starts off with the trigger point of the girl. The emotion through the film is on that line of that romance. And the girl somewhere you feel that she's a counterpoint in the film. So she's really, through her performance, made a character that could have been frivolous, you know, if played traditionally. Because in a film like this, it's very difficult to get the depth, but she did get the depth into the character, and I think it all helps the overall story. I saw the film 2 days back, and it's phenomenal. She's done a fantastic job, and the film is looking. This is mutual admiration society.
Right. इतनी तारीफ है आपकी.
इतनी तारीफ है.
After all these
पहली
things.
दफा ये पहली दफा
पहली
हुआ
दफा.
है. वरना
I've been saying
इमरान
not
no अच्छा now he might be saying it for cameras, but he had never complimented me. Once he did, he told me that you look nice, and I said I know, maybe. So and he hated it. So after that he never.
You used to say thank you or something
If
like that.
someone says that I know, तो फिर आप तारीफ
I
क्या
was-
करेंगे?
I was
मतलब
in
है-
some other
Last
zone.
compliment, I was like, you look nice. I know. I was like, okay, so you know everything. So what kind of compliment do you want? You know, you already know everything.
What is the zodiac sign, by the way?
Mine, guess.
She forgot about it. What?
No,
It's a fire sign.
I'm Scorpion.
You're a Scorpio. हाँ, Scorpios तो खैर.
Yeah,
They are like-
self-obsessed, narcissistic, self-indulgent.
They know actually everything.
They know everything.
They're
So you
good.
don't have to tell them only. They already know it. So why
Right.
waste your energy?
Right. But
But
now
no.
you feel good that.
Yeah,
you
very
feel-
good, very
Yeah.
good, very good.
Okay,
She's
now this
floating
is.
like a couple of inches off the chair right now.
I did not give him the name. It's like the name is Imranian, and
Yes.
it's from Rajkot. This is for Humaima. What is your favorite song from Raja Natwarlal?
What's the title? That's the
Title?
Yeah.
Raja Natwarlal.
No, the title of that song, like, what do we call it?
Where?
The same one.
बारिश वाला गाना गाना
Yeah,
बोलो.
yeah.
बारिश वाला गाना.
Barish wala gana.
We call it बारिश वाला गाना.
No,
can't say
no, I can.
You want to sing
What?
it?
No, I don't want to sing
Tere
it. I'm
hoke
just
rahenge.
Tere hoke rahenge.
Okay.
It's a song that we just shot now a week back, so we need to get the title for the song.
And Emmy does the best
And
lip sync
it's-
on it.
it's-
Emmy's like,
she's
oh,
very-
whoa.
She's very.
She's
She gets,
prompting you.
yeah, she gets very impressed with the way I lip sync songs. So we've shot this in the rain, and we were
Right.
getting wet for like three days in Bombay. This is a fantastic song.
It's a beautiful
That's one of our
song.
driving
How,
tracks.
how many songs?
It's got around 4 to 5 songs.
Right.
There's one more we've added, which is an item song in the film, which we'll be shooting on the 1st and 2nd.
Right.
But really, I think Yuvan is given fantastic stuff down south.
Yeah.
He's Mr. Raja's son, and he has really given a phenomenal range of music, because it's very difficult to kind of invade into a new market and bring about get the flavor in Hindi films. And he's given 2 sensational romantic tracks, the one she spoke about, and Rohani. There's the Ikki Dukki, which is in the promo, which is superb. There's Flip Your Collar Back, and there's Namak
Flip
Pare.
Your Collar.
Yeah, I think this track, which is the rain song, is on the level of, say, a Pilu.
Yeah.
And
Acha,
it's
acha.
reminiscent of that. It's got that feel. It's I'm sure it's going to be loved by
Pilu
everyone.
from Once Upon a Time.
Pilu for once. Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
I think it's better than that.
Okay, now Imran, your last few films, like say for example like Ghan Chakkar and Ek Thi Rain, you got a good critical response, but they didn't as such work well at as far as the commercial is concerned. Even the music for that matter, it was not what like Emraan Hashmi. It was there in Shanghai.
Yes.
The entire, I think the music worked very well in that. So now, what is your game plan like in terms of that? Will you go just balance out the entire the critical and the
I would
commercial?
also ask the trade and plead and ask them that you
Right.
got to be liberal with things like this, because if you understand there is a commercial film,
Right.
there is, for example, I'll give you 2 different opposing films of the kind of films that they are. And this is because India is, has different kind of audiences in this one nation. There is the affluent, there is the niche multiplex, there's the multiplex, there's the single screens, right? So you as an actor, as a creative person, have to pitch your film to each and every one of them. Hopefully some films are picked up by everyone. Some films are only for a certain section of the audience. But either ways, it's not really keeping that in mind. It's also the subject, the narrative of the film. If I like a narrative, I'm not going to think that okay, it's only pitched to this, I won't do it. Yeah, it drives me. it sparks, somewhere, and I want to do that film. So, Ek Thi Dayan was a niche multiplex film. It was an experimental horror film.
Right.
Raj 3 was an out-and-out massy horror film. That's why there's a difference in the business of the two films.
Right.
Now, what I do for a film like Ek Thi Dayan is I take a pay cut because I want to do the film. But people don't see that. And then it does probably 1/3 the business, and people say that this is not done as well. But they don't see the behind the scenes, and it made money for the producers. Ghanchakar made money. But yes, if you compare our last film of mine with theirs, Dirty Picture, it didn't rake that much money because you fail to understand that Dirty Picture had a lot of different elements in it. It had the sex, it had the songs, it had the popular music, it had intimacy, it had popular dialogues. Ghanchakar didn't have that. I mean, through half the film I'm getting slapped around by people, I'm not even hitting anyone in the film. And he doesn't take the money also in the end. Right? So how do you expect a film like that to have that kind of range? But I wanted to do that because it was a radical film. But this film has, and I'm speaking from a place of great strength because I saw this film. It is phenomenal. Raja Natwarlal is as commercial as it gets.
But Saab said on Coffee with Karan that all the BMW and the penthouse that you've got is because of those sort of movies. So who's right now? Finally, Emraan Hashmi. We've talked about it a lot actually.
Yeah.
But Saab is right or Emraan Hashmi is right? Your conviction in choosing the sort of film that you did? Or Bhatt Saab's conviction as well? He's very excited about Mr. X. Mr. X is going to break this and this.
Mr. X has commercial.
He's very, because that's his film as well.
Yeah, it's not also that, but also because it's again got all the commercial trappings like Raja Natwarlal has. But like you need the houses and the money and the moolah and the whatever, the cars, you got to do a film like Raja Natwarlal. If you want to sleep peacefully at night sometimes, you got to do a Shanghai and look yourself in the mirror and say that, I like you as an actor. You're good. So it's very important to kind of do a bit of both worlds, and not many actors will do that. I think 90% of the actors just chase a number on box office, which I find repulsive. I like being a bit self-destructive as far as
you'll balance it out. That's what you're saying.
I'll balance it out. Yeah.
This is Srishti from Mumbai. How difficult was it to shoot for two movies while Ayan was getting treated in Canada?
It was very difficult. The worst thing and the most difficult part was leaving my son when he was getting treated and come back and shoot here for two films.
Right.
While he was getting treated for almost 3 to 4 months. So I took the flight back and I was shooting here for 3 months. So that was tough. Because I would want to be there for the treatment, right? For almost 3 to 4 months.
Right.
And then that was tough because after that, obviously, once it's over, then you go back and there was still a month's treatment left. But yeah, it was pretty tough. It was probably the toughest time I faced in my life.
No, absolutely. In fact, Bhatt Saab has a lot of that. It has changed you, and
it does change you. When you see something this closely, it's a new kind of normal in your life. But that normal is better than the old normal. It's a lot of resilience, it's a lot of strength, it's a lot of courage, and everything in life seems a bit muted after you face something this.
No, absolutely. This is Imranian once again from Rajkot. Your favorite film of Emraan Hashmi? Emmy.
Jannat.
Jannat.
Jannat 1. I really liked it.
Director is common as well?
Yeah, director. Yeah, Kunal Deshmukh's Jannat actually. But I really liked Jannat. Jannat 2 I didn't like much, though I went to the cinema to watch Jannat 2. But Jannat 1 I watched home and it was brilliant. It was really nice film.
This is Saurabh from Kolkata for Imraan. How was the experience working with Paresh Rawal? That chemistry is important.
Yes, fantastic. I've worked with him in a film before this. But that was just a small bit. This one is an elaborate film, elaborate chemistry on screen. That's one of the chemistries also that's there in the film. It's the student-teacher chemistry, and it's like almost like Kung Fu Panda. It's like this guy who's a good for nothing, tripping over his feet kind of disciple, and his life is put into order by this man who is like a Zen master, who is obviously very reclusive. He's left everything. He's left the 400 BC and he's staying up in the hills in Dharamshala. And he goes to him and he pleads to him to kind of come back and teach him what the big fraud is, how to pull it off. So Paresh ji I've been a big fan of his. I saw him when I was, I think 9 or 10 years old. I saw him in Naam. We used to frequent this trial. That's my whole thing of Bollywood. I used to see a lot of my uncle's films in a trial room, and I saw him first time as this villain, and I loved him in that film. And I loved him in the most, in Hera Pheri. He's a fantastic actor, and he's just brought about. It could be serious the character, but he's brought the humor in this character, which is great, and the humor between these two guys because they're poles apart in the film. He's disciplined. This guy's completely indisciplined. This guy thinks he's very, he thinks everything out. This guy's impulsive, Raja. So that chemistry really works, and that's. Actors can just do their job, and eventually the audience has to give the verdict. This is looking
Right.
crazy.
तुम राजा थे, अब नटवरलाल तुम्हें मैं बनाऊंगा.
Yeah.
Alright, last question to you. This is AJYAD from New York. Are you open to all types of genres in Bollywood, or do you just like to do mainstream?
I would want to do mainstream cinema, of course, but as being an actor, I would like to be open about it too. Why not? Yeah, I would like to experience all sorts of cinemas. Yeah.
Okay, something like a bold, not exactly like that, but on those terms.
Actually, I like that sort of a cinema more than this.
Because that comes, I think, naturally to
and
you.
I am that sort of an actor. I love acting-based things. I love taking challenges and doing something which is meaningful on screen rather than dancing in front of around the trees or singing a song for your hero. Because that's how I am. That's how I see myself as an actor. But this is also cool. Why not? If people are loving it, and this is what is selling right now, right? So yeah.
So what are you doing next in Bollywood?
Right now I'm not doing anything. I'm just waiting for Raja Natwarlal to get released. Yeah.
क्या बात है? What are you doing next? What are your future plans? Only when is it? Promos coming
I'm
out.
finishing Mr. X now.
Mr. X, okay.
Mr. X has been shot for, and we're finishing it in the next month while this film is promoted.
Yeah.
Only is releasing in November.
Right.
My international film is releasing end of the year, beginning of next year. We'll be going to festivals. It just got complete. Now the background is on, background music is on as we speak. And Hamari Adhuri Kahani, which gets on floors in September, and it releases early next year.
That should be interesting.
Yeah.
And but subs somewhat autobiographical element into it as well.
Yes.
Fantastic. So thank you very much for being on Bollywood Hungama, and looking forward to Raja Natwarlal, and we hope that to see you guys more, maybe you in Bollywood films as such, and hope you continue to have Emraan Hashmi dreams.
Yeah. Hope you do. I hope you continue to be possessive about me.
No, maybe good ones after Raja Natwarlal, hopefully.
Yeah.
Or they get scarier, either ways.
That we can
It's all
only
good.
tell, no?
I have a feeling that she's not telling the truth.
Even my scary dreams are more exciting.
I've never
dreams are
seen
not
him.
exciting.
I've never seen him in my dream ever. That's
You
a true
already said
story.
it.
Now you said it on camera.
You're
Actually.
joking
You
me.
said it.
What do you think? You
No, it's just gone. It's already out.
You've
You
said
already
it on
shot the
camera,
gun.
yeah.
Can't get the bullet
You've
back.
said it on camera.
It's out.
Now they have more promotion combinations.
what my Ammi Abu will
Alright,
think
so-
after this. They'll be like, मेरी हमारी बेटी ऐसे ख्वाब देखती थी.
Thank you very much, and all the best wishes.
Thank you so much.
That's all from Bollywood Hungama. Keep on watching.